Hello everybody, Phenomenal Sir here, back with another episode of The First 15, the series where I play the first 15 minutes of new or underexposed indie games, and then share my thoughts and feelings about them. Today, we have up FeatherSorrow by Banana Man Hat Guy. FeatherSorrow is about making your way out of the caves to the city, and then to the temple, where you find a way out of the city and break free. There's an additional comment here that says, looking for feedback on our school project. Please write a comment after playing about your thoughts on the game. Thanks. Now, I love school project games because they tend to be surprisingly good. The game was published 2 days ago, is still in development, and I specifically zeroed in on this one because they listed it as a Metroidvania Lite. And I love me some Metroidvanias, so I am definitely looking forward to this one. Hopefully it lives up to my expectations. So, my phone has gone to sleep, so give me one moment while I pull up my clock. 15 minutes are on the clock, and FeatherSorrow starts now. I do want to say one thing for the developer right off the bat, which is that Okay, never mind. It must have just been frozen up before. When I first started, I couldn't select on the menu from this, but just ignore me. Ignore me. New game. Here we go. Starting now. I feel dizzy. Where am I? All right. Is that my hand? Hovering dangerously near my crotch region. Alright. I appear to be able to move and jump. I like this. Checkpoint saved. Alright, so for this, I would say have the words show up either up in a corner or at the very front, because I could see how that, it doesn't break the game, but it does, it's just weird. It's weird that the very first checkpoint you see, you can't actually read what it's doing entirely. I do like the ability to go behind things in the foreground. That's cool. That's cool too. Super secret. I like that a lot. And it stays open once you've gone in. That's neat. Yeah, I was just about to say, I like the... I was just about to say, I like the ability to go through things in the foreground, because it opens up new opportunities for secrets and things, and then, as if by magic, I found a secret and things. So, that's cool. I'm assuming that, well, I guess you can't see it. Hang on. I'm talking about the thing that I got. I've paused the timer, don't worry. There. So I had 3 of those thingies, and now I've got 4. So I'm assuming that it's health, but resuming time now. Sorry. You can drop through, you can jump up. There was a little bit of weirdness with that one platform. Oh, let me in. Am I missing something? Throw. CJ gamepad button east. Okay, so I just don't have anything to throw yet, I guess. Platform. I do like that, you know, like, as you should be, most platformers do it, some, for whatever reason, don't, but the longer I hold the jump, the more I jump, so you've actually got, like, some control over your jump. There are a few things worse in a Metroidvania or in a platformer in general than being set to a specific jump, regardless of how long you hold the button. Is this a... okay. A couple of times I feel like I should have gone... This wall seems fragile. Don't think my fist will be enough to break it, however. Okay. I got you. Yeah, there's a little bit of weirdness with the edges of your platforms that I'm not really sure what's causing it. Okay, so I can't do anything with that yet. Big birds. Oh. How do I pick this up? None of my buttons are working. Uh-oh. Okay. I would say for that, have something pop up that tells you like press to X or whatever to pick up, because I was pushing all my buttons, but apparently you have to be like right in that sweet spot right there to be able to pick it up. So that was a little disconcerting. Just keep an eye on that. Generally, anytime there's an interactable thing, if you don't have a very generous interactive area, like if it's not something where it's like if your body is overlapping any part of the item, you can manipulate it, then it's good to put in something where the player knows when they can press a button to pick something up, because otherwise you end up doing that and you're just like, is the game broken? I don't know. Oh, no, fuck off. Oh god. Wasn't expecting that. So it said press B to throw, but I guess I can't throw the javelin. Okay. Oh no, okay. I am probably not going the way I'm supposed to be, but I don't care. That's part of the fun of Metroidvania. Checkpoint save. So, no wall jump, at least not yet. So that's either going to be something where you need to do a high jump, or it's going to be the way out from like a boss fight or something, I'm guessing. I'm going to loop around, fight a boss, and then that'll be the exit. Oh, that was weird. Okay, yeah, they're definitely going to have something with like a high jump or something later. Maybe it'll be coming up right here. Maybe I'll fight a boss, get the high jump, and then I'll be able to do all sorts of fun stuff. Oh, I feel like I slid a little bit there. Oh, can I not get back up? Okay, there we go. Looked like there was something weird there. Oh, there are so many spots I could be jumping higher. Oh, wait, what? Hang on a second. That's got to be a glitch. Yeah, that's a glitch or something. Why is that doing that? I'm frozen. Oh, there we go. New ability. Press C to throw. But for me, it would be B. Oh, and then it stays, and then you can use it. Yes. I freaking love that. That is cool. Okay. Now, it's just a matter of how janky is it going to be. So we got that there. We jump, we press B, and it shoots into our hand. Hell yeah, that's awesome. By the way, I'm using a regular wired Xbox 360 controller from like 20 years ago. And it's working great. The input feels pretty good, pretty responsive. Ooh. No big issues there. I get it. Oh, that's genius. I get it. You smarties. I like that. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Okay. Okay. So then we got... Oh. Boing. So now, let's try to break this, okay? What if I just leave? Okay, I get it back. Good. Now, if I go back, is there still an instance of the javelin stuck to the... I broke it. Okay, Dev, there's your first major bug. Oh, please take me back to the menu. Don't quit the game. Black screen. What? I have critically broken your game, devs, and I am sorry. Okay, so to recap, what I did there was I rode the javelin up that long elevator, went through the door at the top left, turned around and came back, and immediately fell down to the bottom left corner. And then I pressed some buttons, the inputs were working, and when I quit, it went to a black screen. And I don't know if I pressed new game by accident or what I did, like if it just automatically loaded this, because I was pushing buttons as it loaded up. And now I was able to do some stuff at first, but now I'm pushing everything and nothing's happening and I can't pause. So I'm going to Alt F4 out of it and I'm going to restart from the last checkpoint. And I'm gonna pause and I'll add a minute to the clock for that. Okay, so that's a pretty big issue there, Dev. So you've got a checkpoint system, but there's no continue option. So why do I have checkpoints? Because it didn't look like I was taking damage from those birds. Yeah, definitely add a continue function, please. That's actually a little disappointing. Let's see. I'm going to just jet on over here. Bum, 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 bum. See, like right now, but you got to be like, it's like there's a sweet spot that you have to be in. And I don't know what the sweet spot is. So I end up just jamming buttons over and over and over until it works. So definitely address that, I would say. I'm going to run through this very quickly, and I'm going to get that throw, and I'll try to, let's see. Oh, actually, hang on. All right, I'm going to start it back up now. 5 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock. Okay. Oh, that took a... If I don't fight you. Oh, that did hurt me. Okay, so I lost the... Wait, so is that... Okay. So I was getting hit before and didn't even realize it. Actually, I want to see, is this going to give me another one? Because okay, so that's fixed, at least. Fuck off. Did I get a little bit of life back from killing him? Let's see if I can kill this one without getting hit. And we'll find out. I did not. Okay. So all these pots are breakable, but they don't seem to do anything when I break them, other than make a nice breaky sound and, you know, be broken. Alright, let's drop. Alright, can't grab that yet. Can't do anything with this yet. I do love the music. I mean, it's a very simple song that just kind of repeats over and over, but it's nice. That was a missed opportunity for a secret right there. I expected a secret there. This, I would say, the fact that you specifically say press C to throw, but see, I don't have a C button because I'm using a gamepad. I would say have the controls be available, like you can pause and go into options and see the controls, and then just say new ability unlocked, you can now throw your spear, and then, you know, just let that be what you tell people, because you don't want to give people incorrect instructions. You don't want to tell them press C to, like, even though I know, I'm not stupid, I know what you're talking about. Press the throw button to throw. But at the same time, oh yeah, there's a little spot right there. I'm scared to go back through it again. Checkpoint. Not that it'll help me if I die here, but let's see. Yep. So you gotta fix that, Dev. You got. Now let's see. I'm not gonna push any buttons. I'm gonna give it its time and see if it goes back to the screen or what's happening here. Okay, so nothing happened until I pressed A, and when I pressed A, it put me back here. And now it's all janky. And I cannot escape. So that right there is what we in the biz call a critical bug. Because if your player walks back through that door, it breaks the game, and because you don't have a continue game option, I have lost all my progress. Now, I'm curious. I want to see two things. Okay, I'm going to, at 30 seconds left, I want to test something. Can't pause there. Quit. I want to see. It takes a really long time to... Okay. Yeah, so that's the issue. It's not where I landed, it's the fact that I quit and that you don't have it programmed to take me back to the main menu. So that's time's up. Okay. So, thoughts and feelings. I didn't get to see a ton of it because I had to replay the first little bit, twice. But I liked what I saw. I'm intrigued by it. I like the music. I like the art. The graphical quality is not, world-ending or anything like that, but it's got a certain charm. When you see that, like the hand-drawn or like the handmade assets like that, and you can tell that they were all made by the same person or mostly made by the same person, it does give a certain charm to it. So I don't hate that. I really like the throwing the javelins. I was like, oh, I'm going to get a high jump. It's going to be high jump boots, like in Metroid or whatever. I really like using the javelin as a means of not just defending yourself, but also getting around the map. That's cool. I'd be curious to see what other things you have planned in that regard, and I'm curious to see the origins, because we've woken up in a destroyed city with this weird spear that's like, just in a shaft of red light, and in my head I'm thinking like some deity got angry and just smote the hell out of this town, and that was like the javelin, like it's like the lightning bolt of Zeus, and he throws it down and it just destroys everything. That's the narrative I'm creating in my head. I'm probably wrong. But you had a few game-breaking bugs there. You had, obviously you can't quit. You don't have a continue game option. I don't know if... I went back and forth through a few other doors, but that one, man, when I go through it, it's game over. So it definitely needs a lot of polish. It's definitely a school project. I want to see how many people you have working on it. Let's see. All right, FeatherSorrow Team 8. So I don't know, does this mean that there are multiple people working? I'm guessing maybe you were given a prompt and everybody had to come up with their own game in your class, or exactly what this is. But you've got a producer, 3 graphics designers, and 5 programmers. So you've got a decent sized team. I would say if you don't already have it, add bug tester to that list. Because I like the game from what I've seen. I want to play more of it, but I also don't want to, be constantly playing and saying, God, I hope the game doesn't just shatter and I can't play it anymore. I would say I'm intrigued enough by this. I like school groups. School groups make awesome games. I like Metroidvanias. Metroidvanias I typically hold to a higher standard, but Metroidvanias tend to meet that standard because they're fun and it's a tried and true formula that I am glad that they are still around. And there's a lot of fun stuff you can do within that to alter the formula here and there and things like that. What else? The health bars. I would suggest doing something different with the health bar, because the first time I went through, I didn't realize I was taking damage, because the only difference in your health is that the little white outline vanishes from around the heart, or the little shred, the fragment, whatever you want to call it, the feather. I would say have something where there's like a clear outline, or they vanish, or I don't know, but that would be more helpful so that I know I'm taking damage, and having some way to defend or dodge those attacks would be nice. But again, this is an early project. Maybe you'll add it in the future. Maybe it's something that'll pop up later. More importantly, if you're gonna have enemies that can damage you, you need to have a way to get your health back. I didn't look and see if you get your health back at the checkpoints, but if you do, the game didn't tell me I was, so I was assuming in my head as a gamer. I was fully immersed. The HUD, there's really no HUD to speak of, so if you're wanting to go with that very clean, not a lot of info on the screen look, then it needs to be clear when things happen and how they're happening. So I would say that this rates as a game with potential for me. In terms of execution, I'm going to give it 2 stars. Not because I think it's a bad game, but because A, I didn't get to see a whole lot of it because the game breaks, and B, because the game breaks. I think that if the team continues to plug away at this, I think it can be a lot better. I am going to give the developer a follow. I am going to rate this, as I said, 2 stars, but it's not a mean 2 stars. It's a 2 stars I really don't want to give, but it is what it is. And I'm going to add this to my games with potential list, which is not a bad place to be. I'm going to keep an eye on this, and as it gets updated in the future, I will keep playing it. I can see some cool screenshots and things, and if it gets updated later and you all are interested, I would be more than happy to do a longer playthrough of this I don't have to put it online. If you don't want it online, I can just send it to you all and do something where I'm just like playing and talking as I'm seeing issues. But again, that's just me making an offer. I've been doing these things for a few months, but I am not God's gift to indie game developers by any stretch of the imagination. Just throwing it out there because, as I said, I love indie developers in general. I love Metroidvanias in general, and I love school groups in general. The games that are put on itch.io by school groups tend to always have something really cool about them, like in this case, using the javelin to move around and to manipulate your environment. I really like that. So I want you guys to succeed. I don't want to be coming off like I'm being mean. This is not a rating where I'm upset with you all or where I'm saying, you did a bad job. I'm just saying it needs more work. But if you put in the work, I think it'll be something really cool that you can point at and be proud of. So that being said, thank you to the whole team for the work you've done so far. Genuinely appreciate you sharing it with all of us out here in the world. Thank you to everyone out there for watching. There will be a link to the game in the description below, so you'll be able to download the game and try it for yourself. Check back as updates are made, if updates are made. And yeah, until next time, stay healthy, stay safe out there, y'all. Later.